right. All right, cool. All right, let's check the chart. We have about a 15-16 pip range right now. Let's see. Let's get. Thank you guys for getting on the call. Let's load it up. We'll check all our confirmations. We'll get ready for a brand new month. All right. Let's chop it up. Check this out. So right now we have a 16 pip range. All right. We have a couple minutes to close out to see exactly what we're going to have for the day. So far, if we're at 16 pips, we know we're going to have a low leverage trade day. Okay. Where? The Eagles, they won today. Good for them. All right. Thanks for joining the call. Thank you for joining. So anybody else has a range similar? I know some other brokers are a little different now with this 8 cap change and the time change and candles change. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll do it again real quick. We'll check some of the main brokers. All right, Owanda. Let's see what Owanda's doing. Check it out. So Owanda, for example. Remember, we have a few more minutes before we're even able to get into a trade. So there's no rush. Get on the call. We're going to learn something while we're waiting. We're always going to learn so we don't waste our time. Appreciate your time on the call. So look. Okay. So for example, if you're on Owanda, because this is where the range is going to line up, you're going to get it right here where it intersects. Right here on the line chart. Remember, we're on the line chart measuring our range. Okay. We're getting true price. Now it's ranging down again, so we don't know. But for example, we'll have to go back and see what 8 cap has. Same thing with Owanda, you're already almost at 25 pips. All right. Now check FXCM. What do they tell you? Now again, we do our data off of 8 cap, but right now we're just doing a quick comparison to see if it's the same, how accurate it is or isn't. Only because since the time change, 8 cap's been weird because it's not on the same minute. So look, there's your low, the spike. So here's the same thing, around 23, 24. Let's go back to 8 cap now because we just had this extra move. All right. So 8 cap. Check this out. Let it load. So 8 cap, we are a little less. However, as long as we stay within this box in this range, we're still going to call out a low leverage trade. See? Let me get a really good clean measurement here. So, sorry, one sec. So we really have like less than a minute left. So again, here on 8 cap, it's a little less. Look, it intersects here. Anyone in the chat, you can let me know what your 8 cap looks like, if it's the same. See, we are still ranging to the downside, so 8 cap's just like following just a little later. Because look, it's still going to range down here. And look, you're in the 23 pip range zone. See? So, in all of the realities here, 8 cap is just like late in a sense. Where look, it's still coming back up. So that would be a wick when we come back to the candles, okay? So, let this candle come out. Now, anyway, knowing this, knowing that our range, so I'll get you the exact measurement here. Go to the 1 minute. Look, on the 1 minute, you're just going to line up the exact time. So 2:30 in this scenario would be right here. 2:30 to 2:45. Okay, this is how we measure our range. This is 2:45. All right, so we're going to box that out. And now we then go to the 3 minute. All right, we live on the 3 minute. So wherever price, let me get this out of the way. So we have a second. Look, so that's how it ended up. From here up to here, because this is where it intersects. All right. So again, you get a good 22 pip range. Okay. Guys, this candle has to close before anything happens. You got 30 seconds. You want to see if you have a short, you're under. Look. You're under. You're under. You're under. And you're under. Pay attention. Pay attention. If you get a body break, listen. If we body break under here in 5 seconds, you're going to short. Hear me? Look, look, look. Nah, there's no short. Don't trade. There's no short here. Wait. Not yet. Too much wick there. Like, I want a good body break. Okay? If anyone has something else here in the chart, 22 pip range. Yeah, see, we have a low leverage trade day. It's okay. See, there's the spike. So that's where your low is. Yeah, so we have about a 22 to 23 pip range, which means we have a low leverage trade. We're not shorting it. We're in no trade. We're in no trade. Okay? We're bringing it back. So let me chop this up. Look. Back to the candles. So today, show me the text here. We have a low leverage trade day. Our range is 22 pips. Therefore, on a live account, risk 3% on a live account. On a prop firm, you're going to risk about 0.5% up to 1%, depending on your prop firm. Okay? Every prop firm is a little different. So I'm going to take off these drawings now. We know what's good. We have it here. All right. Now, again, we have all our confirmations right now lining up for a short. So now we just need a good body break below the low right there on the range, the dotted line, and we're going to jump in. Anything above, we're not going to jump in because, again, look, these EMAs, they're way too high. This guy up here, we'd have to break, which is still a possibility, as we know. And then this guy would have to break, which is, you know, he's the highest. So again, unless we see a big surge to the upside, then we jump in all the way up here, breaking this. This will be the final confirmation. Again, right now the system's preferring a short because everything's already lining up for a short, okay? Yep, 22 pip range. Low leverage today. And we like to get in before the hour, which is within the next 10 minutes. Okay. See, that's why I said we're not trading that. That was all wick. If we trade that, look, we're just jumping to drawdown. Most of our trades, as you know, we almost never go into drawdown. Unless it's a loss, obviously. But we're waiting. We're going to be patient. We're not that's not a trade. That's not a body break. Okay, that's all wick. We want a nice body break. Okay. So we will wait till the open. Again, there's still an opportunity where we could jump in on a short. We just need a nice candle, a nice body break below the low, and we can look to get in. Cool. Again, thanks for joining the call. Thanks for getting in on this. We actually had a really good November. Everybody that stuck around for all of November, ideally you'll be in profit for the whole month. We can definitely go over all the numbers, but the month had a return of over 30%, which is really good. That's not factoring the days that we had plus 100 pips, plus 60 pips. That's just the regular system. About 5 more minutes until the hour closes. So look at our 5-minute close. Obviously, it's fairly bullish. All right. So again, we're going to be patient. You can see how this EMA up here lines up on the 5 as well on the 3. See that? So it is pretty relevant. It doesn't mean price is going to go there for sure, but that's definitely a point of interest. So if we take a quick look, all right, so it's starting to push down. There's 30 seconds. Unless we see a strong push, it doesn't look like we're going to get in yet. Take a look. Ten seconds. I don't think so. All right, nothing. So we continue to wait. All right, look. Let's see, on a higher time frame, here's our 1 hour. All right, so we're having a little bit of a wick, but look. Okay. So we have been obviously in this downtrend. It's very clear to see. Okay, we've already spoke about it all last week. We can see it continuing because there's a lot of lows over here where we can see price easily can come and touch these lows. Okay, so that's why the system is preferring the short. It can see that we're in this downtrend, right? Go even to the 4 hour. The 4 hour still has a couple hours to close out. However, you can see it's still in this downtrend pattern, right? It's really obvious to see this. Anyone can see that, right? So back to the 3. We live on the 3-minute. Any push to the upside is fine because it'll just be a natural pullback, and then we'll catch it if it continues to dump, right? Because naturally you're going to see it come pull back to this key fractal break here, right here. Okay, put the drawings back on. That's our markup. And look, that's obviously previous fractal break was right here and stays under the EMA. something in here. Okay. That would be totally normal. See price come up, play around, and then we look for our break. We get our break, we're in. Okay. In a perfect world, that's how we want it to go. So again, until we get a body break to the low, we're just going to be patient and wait, or we see a big push and we break this EMA up here, our yellow EMA. If we break that, a strong body break, then we will long. We'll take a long, because we do see now that there's some push here. We've seen many times the market looks like it's going to go one way. Like right now, it obviously looks like a clean short, but then we come in, London hits, and then it's vice versa, and we catch it. We may catch a random long tonight. We don't know what we're going to catch, right? We're going to let the market make its move, and then we react after, right? Market moves first, and then we react. So let's see. The hour is going to close where we just looked at it. The candle is bearish. This is just a wick in it, right? Because again, we're in this big downtrend. Quickly again, we'll see how the hour is going to close within a minute. See? So we can just see where price will pull back into this candle a little bit, potentially come to the downside, break these key fractal points here, and then we're going to go chase some lower lows. Okay? So back to the 3-minute. That's why all this is pretty relevant to right now. Bring this back. So yeah, remember we had a 22 pip range. Therefore, we have a low leverage trade. Okay? And it looks like price could just retest this point here and start to tank. That would be really nice because we'll catch a clean short. It can be as the London Open hits. It doesn't have to go up to the EMA. We'd rather it not. We like our trades fast. We like to get in the trade fast. We'd rather already be in our trade, but it's fine. Yeah, we're definitely starting to create some bullish candles. Let's check out your one. Let's see if it respects us as we come in on the 1 minute. We'll zoom in for training purposes here. This is another reason we don't trade the one. If you're on the 1 minute, you might think, oh, here's a nice short in this. We're not doing that. We live on the 3 minute. Okay. There's many reasons why. That's one of them. Sometimes the 1 minute is just a little too zoomed in, So we'll see how accurate this is if price respects this fractal zone here that's been broken, or if it really needs to come up to this EMA. This EMA is relevant on the 1, the 3, the 5. So we'll see. That's why we can, see that price is preferring the short. It's been very bearish. But as we're now coming into the London Open, let's see what it wants to do. See if we can get to a trade early. Even ideally, like we want to get into a trade within 15 minutes. And if we don't, then it's, it's not ideal. So this is all right here on the 1. We could start to maybe see some bearish movement. So check around. So your 5 minute, it's been bullish. 15. This could be a pullback. Again, you could see the price could definitely come back to the EMA. Again, if there's going to be a pullback, you want it to happen now before we're potentially in a trade. Let all the pullbacks happen now, and then when it starts to surge and fall, we catch it. We catch it nice and clean. We don't want to deal with the pullbacks, right? Let that already happen, and then we catch it on its way down. So that's a good close for the 3 that we're coming out of right now. Look, we'll zoom in. So that was not too bad. Still a minute and a half. Come back to the 1. We'll see how it's starting to fall out. Nothing good yet. We need it to really start breaking down. We need to see some good candles on the 1. Okay? And we need to see it break the low. And then it will line up with the 3-minute, and that's where we enter. Okay? So now it's all about patience. These candles are not bad. So we had another 3. And soon we're going to have our next 5 close. And it'll bring us all the way back to our 15. Right? You want this all to end up being a wick. That would be great. And then it just turns around. Look. So, let's see it. We're in a nice downtrend. So let all this pullback happen. This is fine. Even into here, like we showed. Look. This is fine. Because we're not in. All it's really doing is, look, it's touching the high of the range. Where's the high of the range? In the same key fractal area we already found. That's why I keep saying, you'll see how relevant the range is as the week will progress, or if you look to a past week. So look, price came right to here where we've drawn out. Let's see how relevant this, will hold. And we'll see how it pans out. Or again, is it going to shoot up? Because if it shoots up, we'll catch it on the upside. Oh, my screen has frozen and it's back. Sorry. So we're starting to get a rejection. Okay. Again, we're on the 1 minute. We're training. We're not in any trades. Obviously, we haven't broken anything to get into a trade on the 3 minute. Okay. Remember, we live on the 3 minute. We're always going to enter off of the 3 minute. We're going to line all our confirmations on the 3 minute. Right now, we're just trading off the 1. We're going to see if price actually respects this area we've drawn out. Right? This key break here, this fractal break. Or is it actually going to push up to the EMA? Right? Our yellow EMA. Because if we break here on the 3 minute, then we will long. Let me show you. So we're in no trade right now. There's no trade. However, this is just one scenario. It doesn't mean the price will do it. If we break to the upside, excuse me, look. If price breaks this, we'll get in. Okay? See how it's starting to surge to the upside? If so, we will look for a trade up here. Right when it breaks above, we'll look to get in. Something just like that almost. Okay? Because obviously there's more than enough room to the upside. We don't need a lot. We only need something like that. It's just an example. All right, we're not in this trade. We're not in any trade right now. But again, we have to just break this. So if we broke that, you can already see with your TDI. Look, we'll go TDI full screen. We love it. We're breaking this really nice, really clean. Okay? That means we're getting pushed to the upside. We're getting momentum, breaking the baseline. Okay? Then you can look to the past, even on the TDI. Look, we're going to come back to these highs, to these highs, to these highs. The TDI, you're going to look for your 80% point. Okay? Yeah, I know that. It's fine. Sometimes you just draw a line yourself on your TDI. So 80%, price can come up there, okay? Like you saw here. This red line's 80%. I guess you can't see all the way. Anyway, therefore, so your TDI already lines up. You've broken the high of the range. Obviously, we can see that. We will break this EMA because we already have. And then this last EMA, which now we already have. That's why this is the last one to break. Once we break this, then we can actually say we're going to long. Okay. Again, thanks for joining the call. We're right into the London Open, and it is looking like we may jump into a long. We just need to see a couple more good candles, and then we can call it a long for everybody. All right. Cool. So yeah, look, price is surging to the upside. You can see it, right? That's why I said it can do whatever it wants, and then whatever it chooses to do, we will react. If it wants to push up, because I can definitely see where, you know, there's a possibility for a nice clean long. And you want to see it quickly, I'll show you. It's pushing up. I like the way it's pushing. Okay? If it wants to push up, let it be. We'll jump in. 15 actually looks really, really clean. Let's see where this closes. If this doesn't close above this in the next 20 seconds, then I'll show you a markup on like the 15. It looks really clean. The long can be a really, really clean reality for tonight. Looks good on the 1 too. Oh yeah, it looks really good. All right, it didn't close above, so this is what I'll show you. I'm going to take the drawings off. Like, just look with your eyes, okay? Let's take this EMA off. What are the EMAs? Look, this is clean. We haven't really seen a big break, but even on another broker, just so I can show you an example. If I start to draw on it, it's going to be too much. Here, I don't have all the same drawings, but it's the same thing. GJ, look. Sorry, it's loading. It's okay, we have time. We have to wait another whole 3 minutes. Yeah, remove drawings off this. So, look, we all can see this. This is clean. Look, I'm going to zoom in. Just giving you a markup while we're waiting. Again, you're always going to learn something. Look, see this key point here? These are fake breaks. They didn't happen. They look like it. They fake you out. But we all could see where now we've seen these fake outs, and price could shoot all the way up to the upside, up to here. That's 150 pips. Easy. That's clean. Right? Guys, that's normal. Okay, because I'm only on the 15. You go to the 1 hour, it looks really good like that too. Hold on, look. And then if it wanted to short again, it could. It can do whatever it wants, like we said. But this is a possibility. This does look clean. If it wants to long, it can. That's why I said it can do whatever it wants. 1 hour. Look. 15. It's clean. It's clean. And again, if it wants to keep dumping, then it's just obvious. So we're going to go back to 8 cap on the 3 minute. That's where we live. This is just for some training. While we're waiting, I'm seeing a rejection now, which is good. Let's get the new 3 minute to close. So let's come to the 3 minute chart. Let's get off the 15. Everything is great at loading. 3 minute, yep. Again, nothing in regards to a long or a short. It's just in the middle. It's all going to depend on what it wants to do. Okay. This is just an example. And that box is just outlining where this EMA is. Yep. Okay. So guys, we'll hold this for a few more good minutes, see if we can get into a trade. Good morning from Germany. What's good? Thanks for joining the call. Great to see you on the call. Thank you. So yeah, we'll hold it for a little bit more. See if we can jump in a trade. If not, we'll monitor the trade from the sideline. Anyone in the private group will obviously get the updates live. And we'll see what it's going to do. I am seeing a clean rejection here. So if we can get a couple good candles to close to the downside, then yeah, we'll still get in a nice short as well. This would be nice to see. So your 5s, look, that's clean on a 5. 15. This would be nice because it's going to close in, just under 5 minutes of 15. And that's what we'll start to look for. Either going to just, we may end our call if it just stays super sideways. If we get a good push with some momentum, we'll call it at least a trade. So you have all, your parameters for what you need, stop loss, take profit, and your entry. But we're going to need some sharp candles to the downside quickly, or it's going to go sideways and we'll just wait. We'll update you guys in the group. And then eventually, obviously, we're all building up for the 30-minute close, which we could just look for a big break here, okay? On your 1, you have a small little structure that was formed that now we can look to break out of to then come to the downside, okay? See that? Now we really need price to shoot down like this, like it is. Retest in here, which is this, like we shown, right? Our key fractal, just retest this area and then come lower. Once it comes lower, we would get in here, right? Once we break the low. Into the 5. All right, so we'll give this like a couple more candles, 2 more candles. If it closes nice, we'll see a good surge. If not, guys, it's gonna go sideways. So we'll just monitor it and I'll update you. Because we want to really just see it start to tank and we'll jump in. We'll give this 2 more good candles and that will be it. Again, this is just a zoomed in markup on the 1 minute, and you can see how it's playing out nicely on the 3. Because we're breaking out of this small structure, just 1 minute, right? Retesting this key area like we're showing. All right, let's get to these drawings and get them out of the way. So look. We all know our ABCD pattern. This has to break. When you learn your ABCDs, right, down here is A, B, this is C, and D. All right, okay. So what's important? Draw the line chart. You'll see it even better, right? A, B, C, D. When you're going to see a short, your C extension, you draw it out. Until price breaks this, technically you'd still be long in this little mini scenario, right? On the 1 minute structure. So what does that mean? You need price to break that. Okay, it needs to break that point. Then you'd really be able to see a short, because then it would retest this naturally by nature and then come even lower like so. Okay, that's just straight trading 101. And if we're gonna have a short today, that's how it would look. It's gonna long, and it's always gonna keep going to higher highs. Again, this is just zoomed in on the 1 minute, playing it out for you so you can learn while we're trading here. So one more candle. We get one more candle. If it does nothing, we're going to end the call. This is done in 19 seconds. I'm going to give it one more candle. And then, again, if we're not seeing a good push, we will monitor the trade, and I'll update you guys in the group on the team. But so far, this is a good rejection from the point we've shown. Okay. Thanks for joining the call. For you guys getting in right now, take a screenshot, make a note of this. See how it's starting to give these little pin bars, these little dojis? It may turn around and come back to the upside, which is fine, but we're not going to just sit around and wait. We know how our trades go. We know how an ideal trade is. So this is something maybe you learned new today. Once you learn your structure pattern, right, ABCD, breaking your fractal, breaking a new fractal, new higher high. This point I've drawn here for you is the true point you would wait to see for a short, okay? And you'll see this on any time frame. It doesn't matter, all right? Fractals are everywhere in the market. Once you learn how to read them, you know, that's why we really just teach naked trading, all right? And you'll be able to use this to your advantage. You'll be able to see it in anything, any type of financial market, any chart, stock, coin, crypto, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all the same, okay? If you don't believe me, take your own time and go check it out. Go backtest. It's true. It's real. I'm only here to help. So like we've learned in the past, let's get rid of some of this stuff because it's in our way. All right, we like our charts to stay clean. Okay, we don't even need this. That's why we have the EMA. Right, we want our charts to stay clean. However, what do we know? 3 minute, right? So in the 3 minute, we know for sure, once your high or your low is broken, you'll always see price respect it. Even if this does respect this high. Sorry, let's get it back to our color, like yellow. Cool. Anyway. If it were to be a long, you would see where price respects the high. Where we keep seeing these wicks, right? Like you see now. Okay? So look, you got 30 seconds. It doesn't look like we're going to tank or fly. So guys, we're going to end the call. It doesn't look like it's moving fast in any way. If it does, we'll call out the trade for you so you can get in the trade. You got to be on the private team. If you are, again, thank you for being part of this. If you're not part of the team, you can register. You can message me so you can get everything in full access. Again, the month of November is over. It was a great month. We have calculated numbers, 32% return in November, which is phenomenal in a month. So again, we'll be back tomorrow, exact same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks for being here again. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.